Okay, everyone, welcome to the January 15th council meeting 2026. Madam Clerk, pledge please.
Are we rolling first, please?
There you go.
All right. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Has anybody heard from Mr. Buddy?
No.
Okay, roll call. Councilman Asbill?
Present.
Councilman Buddy is absent. Councilman Chatelain?
Present.
Councilman Johnston?
Present.
Councilman Ricks?
Present.
We got a new live stream and I can hear myself echoing.
It's okay. I'm present.
Okay, Mayor Bode is present. Police Chief LaPree?
Present.
Finance Director, I'm sorry, we're taking him off. City Attorney Scott Stansberry. Myself, Carrie Hughes, as clerk, is present. Mayor's announcements.
Two announcements tonight. Two things I would like to. I talked to a citizen today. Her name is Ashley, probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And I wanted to put this up there. She lost her animal. It's our cat, Smokey. And she was really upset today, and she really asked me if I would put it up tonight and make sure everybody knew, you know, if they do come across the cat, she asked me to let you know to follow some simple rules. Call her immediately. Don't chase the cat. It's just a precious family animal that they really, really love, and she was super sad, and I wanted to make sure that I got this announcement out to the entire city and everyone in the viewing audience. So the signs are all over the place if you've seen them. My personal cell phone number is 504-343-7762. If you see them, I'll come get them, or Ashley will come get them. So please call us if you do see them. Thank you. Number two, we've gotten a lot of concerns and a lot of calls about the sewer plant. We are diligently working on it with all our might, as quick as we can, coming up with as many solutions as we possibly can. It isn't a problem that happened overnight, so it won't be one that we fix overnight, but in the meantime, we are trying to find every temporary solution we can until we have a permanent solution, which will be here in about 4 months. But I wanted to make that announcement, and again, if you have any concerns, please call City Hall. And if you're interested in at all and you want to come toward the sewer plant and take a walk through it with me, we're more than welcome. And if certainly you have any ideas that are better than mine, I'm open-minded to hear them. Madam Clerk?
For the record, Mr. Buddy just got here. Councilman Buddy's present. We have special announcements.
Madam Clerk, can I bring up Mr. Paul Duplessis? Can you come up just a second and talk about the Blake Force just for a second? Mr. Paul is the new director of the Blake, and it's one of the key pieces of the city of Harahan, and we do love it very much, and we're very close to it. But I'd just like to introduce himself tonight and say hi to the city of Harahan. Sorry about that.
No big deal. I wasn't expecting this, but hello everyone. My name is Paul Duplessis. I took over as the executive director at the Blake just 2 months ago, and I've been in healthcare for approximately 16 years. And I am just happy, elated to be here, be part of the community, and so I thought to come out tonight and just hear, you know, how things are going here and what's going on in Harahan.
Well, you nailed it. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Paul. Happy to have you aboard. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All
Okay.
right, Madam Clerk, Phil Fest.
Special presentations. We have Phil Fest 5K.
Hey, thank you for having me again. This is our fourth presentation here to the city of Harahan. So I feel like I tell you all the same story every year, but Phil Fest was a brainchild of my family. After my second battle with cancer, I went on this endurance journey. I changed my lifestyle, refused treatment, started running endurance events. 30-mile races, 50-mile races, and I'm 9 years cancer-free. And what my family did was we started a private grant-based 501c3 to support children who have lost a parent to cancer. So Phil Fest is the big fundraiser for the year. It is a 5K walk, run. We do it on the levee, out and back on the levee. This is going to be our second year at Colonial Country Club. It's 6 p.m. on Saturday, the 28th of March. We have a band, we have food, 5K, and it's a lot of fun. We have a kids run too. I would like to see get some involvement from the local Harahan businesses, to support us. We do have some support, but obviously, the more engagement we get from the community, the bigger and better the event will be. So, we're here for the blessing of you guys again.
We bless it, we bless it.
I'm hoping, put some flyers on the
Absolutely.
table outside, and if anyone's interested in sponsoring us, then we have some brochures here.
You got it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mike's always been a great supporter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we love
We
Mike.
love our electrician.
We need more lights.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Madam Clerk.
Excuse me, can we add a new business number 4 for the St. Rita Home and School Association?
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Chatelain to add new business number 4, St. Rita Home and School Association. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. I'm second by Councilman Asbill. Will open for public hearing. No one coming forth will close public hearing. All in favor to add to new business number 4?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's 5 yeas, 0 nays. New business number 4 has been added to the agenda. Madam Clerk?
Okay, approval of minutes, reading of the minutes of the special council meeting on December 11th, 2025.
Can I get a motion for the reading of the minutes? We have a motion by Councilman Asbill to dispense with the reading of the minutes. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We have a second by Councilman Buddy. All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on approval of the minutes of the special council meeting on December 11th, 2025.
We have a motion by Councilman Chatelain to approve those minutes. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We have a second by Councilman Riggs. All in favor to approve those minutes?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Reading of the minutes of the council meeting on December 18th, 2025.
We have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes by Councilman Johnson. We'll open for public hearing. Public hearing is now closed. We have a second by Councilman Riggs. All in favor to dispense with the reading of the minutes?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Approval of the minutes of the council meeting on December 18th, 2025.
We have a motion by Councilman Riggs to approve those minutes. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, please note for the record.
Communications, reading of the minutes of the planning and zoning meeting on December 3rd, 2025.
Okay, we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes from the planning and zoning meeting on December the 3rd by Councilman Riggs. We'll now open for public hearing. No one coming forth will close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Johnston. All in favor? 5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Approval of the minutes of the planning and zoning meeting on December 3rd, 2025.
We have a motion for Councilman Buddy to approve those minutes. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We have a second by Councilman Asbill to approve those minutes. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Reading of the minutes of the planning and zoning meeting on January 7th, 2026.
Okay, we have a motion to dispense with the reading of the minutes on planning and zoning minutes on January 7th, 2026 by Councilman Chatelain. Open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Riggs. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Approval of the minutes of the planning and zoning meeting on January 7th, 2026.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill to approve those minutes. On January 7th, 2026, we'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. We have a second by Councilman Johnston. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, resolutions.
Resolutions, proposed resolutions 2026-1. The following resolution was offered by Councilman Chatelain, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Harahan authorizing the mayor to enter into a cooperative endeavor agreement with Linfield Hunter and Junius Incorporated for FP&C Project 50-MC1-24-01 for Resor Avenue roadway improvements.
Okay, we'll open for public hearing. Anyone want to speak on proposed resolution 2026-1? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion, if you guys like.
I have a discussion.
I have a few also.
Well, why are we, I've never seen something like this on the street. Us going out for doing all this with the engineering, handling this, costing us $100,000 to $200,000 on doing a $300,000 street. Why don't we use the parish bid? Why do we have, you can use the parish bid, well, why can't we use the parish bid?
Because it's state funding, and this is what they require. Facilities plannings and controls are requiring us to do this. And believe it or not, you and I are 1,000,000% on the same page. Even the engineers have said, you don't need engineering for this, but they won't award us the funds without having the engineering and the bore samples and the topographicals and.
This is ridiculous. They're
Bureaucracy.
using, of
I
the money
agree.
we're getting, using almost $200,000 of money to go with an engineer we don't need.
1,000,000% agree.
That's just
We all agree,
ridiculous.
but that's the only way we can get the funding.
Yes, the only,
So is this part of the grant?
It is, yes, sir.
is,
It's- I mean, we won't
Yeah,
pay
but
for it.
still, it's taxpayers' money, state money, but it's
We all
still,
agree.
Yeah, we all agree.
with you.
I've never seen this.
So what's
Yeah,
the
never
total
seen this.
Should see the
project?
conversation.
In the years I've been involved, I've never seen us being forced to use an engineering company.
I can
It
check
costs
it.
us almost $200,000 for a $300,000 job. That's totally
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
pretty stupid.
Are they gonna do
Send you the email.
borings for us?
What they're gonna do, they're gonna do all kind of underground samples, they're gonna do
Wait,
topographicals.
they're just doing a street overlay?
We had this discussion today with FPNC. As a matter of fact, I have all of the corresponding emails back and forth if you guys would like to see them. Because I had the same thing, Councilman, same thing.
Because we thinking we get another street done.
Yeah.
This is taken away from us doing, for every street we do, we're gonna do this?
Every street.
So how much
So
is
we're
it
gonna
gonna-
lose probably $600,000 of the $500,000. So that's 2 or 3 streets we could have done.
Yep.
That's totally ridiculous.
How much is the grant
1.5, somewhere around that,
So
1.5?
this is
for the street
between,
overlay? I mean,
Well,
The whole
this
that's
is,
about $300,000.
This
yes,
is-
no,
this is the money that we went
this
and
is
got.
just for the street overlay. For
It's not
rezone.
overlay.
Yes,
For
sir.
rezone.
No, yeah, that's a mill and overlay. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it's a mill overlay.
Mill and overlay.
I
From
thought
which,
we were getting something else with that.
Well, we
No,
were
that-
supposed to originally do concrete, and
Not in
then
this contract.
Councilman Johnson asked us to not go that direction to try to get more streets done with blacktop. So we're actually asking him to let us reallocate the money to try to do more
What are
streets.
the
but-
streets?
what's the portion, what's the contract value estimate for the work itself? Not the engineering, the work itself.
I can just give you the total amount, which is about 1.5 million for the
No, I
entire
can't,
contract.
no, for rezone.
Rezone.
For this is concerning only the asphalt overlay, the milling and the overlay for rezone.
He don't know.
That's what this contract
You
for.
don't know.
But,
I'd
I
estimate
mean, we got a
300,000.
25% match in this project.
So right now, since we've done Monroe already, because a part of that was this, we're asking for Monroe to use that in a 25% match, but I'm having the same argument with you, and Councilman Johnson's exactly right.
I know, I'm just
We have-
trying to understand it. I
we
hear
have
you
We have
loudly. This
we have
is the same
500,000, so out of the 1.5 million, 500,000 of that is allocated to Resor and Monroe. Since we've done Monroe, we're asking to remove the funds that were allocated to Monroe and move them into Resor. So at my own calculation right now, we have $500,000 to do Resor. This is my own math, right? And then 200,000 is gonna go to engineering. The only good thing about it, I can tell you this, I got the first bid in for Resor, because we actually started to try to get some pre-bids to get our head wrapped around it ourselves, so we'll still come under budget on it. So the bid I got in today, I think was 203, and, and $200,000 of engineering.
Mayor, I'm only trying to get my arms around it. I'm not disputing the fact that the state's requiring it. I'm just trying to understand.
me too.
So, but
Me too.
this, and by the way, this doesn't include inspection. This base amount doesn't include inspection, 109,000. And I'm not sure, Councilman Johnson, where you're estimating 200,000.
Well, it could be up to 2. If you look at the thing, it's that you can't go more than 205,000.
But
So
the
I'm
base
just
work's
estimating.
109 plus,
Yeah, I'm just estimating
plus,
200.
No, but you're right, Councilman Johnson. You're right.
but we're paying 25% of the project cost. If it's all approved, because not always all of the cost of the project
That is correct.
So if it was 500,000, what was the cost of doing, what was it, rezone, what else street?
This was Resor and Monroe.
What was the cost of doing the
I
road?
think Monroe came in at 50, right at 50, something like that.
So basically, there's 450,000 here for resort, correct?
Correct.
And we're looking at spending 200,000 of it, as much as 200
On engineering, as much
on
as,
engineering and inspection for
correct.
Do we have an
for
actual?
this contract.
We do.
What's the actual?
I don't know the actuals offhand on the exact engineering dollar figure, but I know the first estimate I got today on the mill and overlay was 203,000.
No, but engineering.
I don't have the actuals on the engineering. I don't know what's up.
Should be enough.
Kerry has
It's
it.
ridiculous.
Can you tell me what that is, Karen?
Is it not on the bid?
It's,
Yeah.
I mean, we're paying 25% of this 200,000.
So much for sure.
well, you're gonna ultimately be paying 25% of the 500,000.
Yeah, yeah. All right, it is an absurd requirement for an overlay.
Is the fixed engineering fee 109,300? Is that correct?
That doesn't include everything.
Could be, if up to 205 or 209, I read that somewhere in there.
Yeah, it doesn't include inspections, and I'm not sure if it includes,
On page 4, it does say resident inspection.
Resident inspection,
On page 4,
yeah, page 4.
But-
Coordination,
resident inspections are not included.
not to exceed.
I mean,
but the price is there, is all.
yeah, yeah. But, and that's how, I think how Councilman Johnson's getting to the 400,000. He's adding those supplemental services.
Yes.
One of these paragraphs, it said not to exceed 205,
Yeah, it says it
209,
on
I
page
can't
4.
remember.
On line 220.
Yeah.
And I just want to point out
Right,
something.
205,000.
In paragraph B1, as part of the preliminary phase of the work, it says prepare and provide a topographic survey. But when you look at line 234, topographic survey is a $31,000 extra. Line 46 is part of the base contract. So it's included in the base contract and it's included as a supplemental service. Something's not quite right.
Well, right now, I think they're just requiring us to get this resolution to be able to move forward.
Well, I guess my bigger thing is, I mean, just because there's $205,000 in a budget for engineering, you know, do we have to spend $205,000?
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got a fixed engineering fee, $109,000 preliminary, and then I'm gonna see what he's saying here, the topographical survey is 31,700.
But it's
Then you got another
included.
10, and then you got another 54. So we're getting real close to $205,000.
Yeah. But
And I think, you know, that needs to be outlined by the engineering company to be more inclusive. I don't think we should be even close to $205,000.
I don't know how you can have $56,000 in inspection fees on a street overlay. How many blocks of street is this?
Oh, it's a good clip.
It's
But,
from
you know,
Paris all the way to Lincoln.
Half a mile?
Maybe a little more than a mile.
About 6 blocks.
That's a lot of resident inspection fees. I know it's not to exceed. This also talks about hourly rates to be approved, but they're not approved. You know, that's just kind of stuff that should be in the base contract now. But again, the one thing I'm gonna point out to you, that the topographic survey is included in the base preliminary phase, line 46, and then the same thing as an extra on line 234. So I'm not gonna hold that up, but I would like you
I'll follow
to
up.
get clarification.
Carrie and I will both get clarification first thing tomorrow.
Yeah. Is this a street that we ultimately plan on doing underground drainage?
No, people keep saying that, but I don't.
No, I'm asking.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've heard that 100 times, but
No, what's your understanding?
there's no underground, there's no
Okay, thank
drainage.
you. It's not coming down the pike? We're
No,
not-
sir.
We're not putting down a new overlay and gonna have 10th Street?
No, sir.
Thank you. Okay, that's my comments and questions. Thank you.
Well, let me say this. You can't look the gift horse in the mouth. You get a grant. It's just ridiculous they putting these rules on us. I'm gonna vote for this, but I'm not happy with voting for it because I don't want to hold the project up because the street needs to be fixed. It's a terrible street, it's in terrible shape. Believe me, I'm voting for this. I'm gonna vote yes, but I really would like to vote no, but you can't look, I'm not gonna, the state's giving us $1.5 million, but this is taxpayers' money I think we wasted because there's no need for us to have an engineer to do this kind of work, to pay this kind of money. for a street to be overlaid. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna sit here and say, I'm not disagreeing with you,
I know you're not.
but it's not us. I mean,
I
that
know it's
forces us
not.
to do that. Yeah, I say,
I
I'm
know
just making
it's
sure the
not.
citizens understand.
I know it's
We have
not.
no
I
choice
said, we
but
look,
to do it.
the gift horse in the mouth isn't you, it's the
Yeah.
state.
Yeah, but I guess my question is, how many engineering firms do we have the availability to use?
Well, once an engineering firm signs on, they've been allocated to that project.
Wait, we do that, though. We
We
assign
did,
the
we,
engineer.
yep, we have chosen. But they have a set amount, that is set. They don't charge at will. It's set on what they can charge. It's set figures
By the state, too.
by the state.
By the state.
They just can't get, so there's no, even if I had engineer A, B, C, D, and E, it's still gonna be the same dollar figure.
I move to approve.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to approve. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yeah,
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Yeah.
In
Thank you.
protest. Yay in protest down there. All of us.
is that allowed? Can we put that in the minute?
Ordinances for approval. Proposed ordinance number 2025-16. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Ricks and seconded by Councilman Asbill. An ordinance amending ordinance number 1923 to reduce the setback requirement from 45 feet to 40 feet and to otherwise provide with respect to thereto, and that's for the colonial lots.
Anybody want to speak on proposed ordinance number 2025-16? No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion?
They have no problem with it.
No discussion being heard.
Move to approve.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Ricks to approve. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays.
Proposed ordinance number 2025-21. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Buddy and seconded by Councilman, who would like that one?
Second.
Asbill. An ordinance amending ordinance number 2018, the annual budget of revenues and expenditures for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025 for the Capital Project Fund of the City of Harahan, Louisiana for a speed trailer for the police department.
Okay, anyone want to speak on proposed
Mr. Buddy.
ordinance number 2025-21? No one coming to the
He needs
podium.
to
We'll close
amend it.
public hearing. Council discussion?
Mr. Buddy, I think you've got some amendments that you need to make from the city clerk there. It's just referencing this year's budget rather than last year's budget is the changes that need to be made.
Oh, okay. I propose that we change the ordinance from 2025-21 to 20,
No, so
wait,
Yeah.
it'll be 2018 to 2036.
from 2018 to 2036.
Yeah. and then-
On line 6.
And then these need to change in
Okay, I'm sorry. So I propose that we change 2018 on line 6 to read 2036.
and then on line 7, we need to change the year 2025
I'm
and
sorry.
2024.
I'm not seeing it here.
So line 7.
Yep.
Right here, we're going to change that from 25 to 26.
I propose that we change line 7, the words 2025 to read 2026.
Second the amendments.
Okay, we have a motion to amend proposed ordinance number 2025-21 as read into record by Councilman Buddy. We'll open for public hearing on a second on those amendments. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. Close public hearing. All in favor on the amendment?
Yes.
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. All right. We have, and then all in favor on the ordinance as amended by Councilman Buddy, seconded by Councilman Asbill. All in favor?
Yay.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
Okay, proposed ordinance number 2025-22. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill and seconded by Councilman
I'll second it.
Ricks. An ordinance amending Chapter 34 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan, Louisiana relating to fire prevention and protection to add a new Article 3, Sections 34 through 17 through 34 through 22, establishing a non-emergency lift assist service fee for private residential care facilities and provide for billing enforcement and business license renewal.
Anyone want to speak on proposed ordinance number 2025-22? Please come to the podium. No one coming forward. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion. Councilman Asbill?
Council, before we get started, I noticed a typo here on line 73. The words read $150, the number reads $250. The numbers need to be changed to $150. So on line 7-3, we would change everything to $150. And I guess I'll move that amendment, then we can talk about it as a whole.
Okay, we have a motion to change line 73 to, from 250 to 150 by Councilman Asbill. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain on the amendment. All in favor?
Wait, I had a question on it, but I must have written on last month's copy.
We just making it right on the numbers, and
sorry.
then we're still gonna open for
Okay.
discussion, yeah.
Okay, so all in favor?
Thank
On the
you.
amendment? 5 yeas, 0 nays. Okay, now, Madam Clerk, we'll discuss proposed ordinance 2025-22 as amended. Councilman Asbill?
So in gist, this ordinance applies only to facilities, residential facilities for people that are staffed. I've noticed an occurrence with the fire department that, and I hear it happens with the police department too, that these facilities would call for a lift assist, basically. It's a non-emergent lift assist. There's no injury that's associated with it. It's just that they don't have the staff, as they should, to get this person up off the floor and moved. And so they're tying up city services and resources for the benefit of their business rather than having the staff to do that. And so this puts a charge on those non-emergency, non-medical lift assists that would be charged by the fire department to go out and do that for them.
Does that cover our cost?
It does cover the cost.
So the
Yeah,
only question I
so
had,
I worked, I'm sorry, to answer that question more fully, I worked with the fire department to put together a 3-month average of time, men, and we factored in some truck costs and things like that, and it came out to about $175. We just went 150.
How many times in 3 months y'all had to go out to these residential facilities?
So it was, over the past 3 months, it was over 80 times.
And how many residential facilities we have in the city?
We have, well, I'll tell you all the residential facilities we have. We have 5 residential facilities, but we have 2 frequent flyers that,
We have 5 residential facilities in the city. I only knew of 1 on Colonial.
I mean,
so 5 includes the Blake, it includes St. Joseph.
Is considered in this ordinance?
Yes, if they don't have the staff to lift their own people, then,
Well-
but they have the staff to do that, and they don't call
One of my
for it.
questions I wrote down about, was the Blake included in this?
The Blake is included, St. Joseph,
they do.
Hickory.
My comment is that along those lines is line 61, we're talking privately owned, for profit. We have, why would we exclude other residential care facilities, like not-for-profit as well as for-profit? I mean, the theory is the same, if we get called
Yeah.
out. So.
It should include privately owned residential facilities, nonprofit or profit, yeah.
When you say private, why not private or corporately owned? I mean, we're talking facilities. I'm not sure what privately owned means, is
Yeah.
my point. I don't want to limit the city. I agree 100% with the ordinance, and thank you for proposing it. But I think it should apply to any residential facility.
No, I agree, and that was the intention, but if you think the language doesn't do that, we can change it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right, this-
for-profit residential
Line
care home.
Line 8, Councilman, use the word private in the far right-hand column of, and also line 61.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we can just expand that to include resident, facilities which provide resident care.
Well, he's got for-profit residential care home, assisted living facilities, adult group home, or similar operation located within the city that provides housing,
Yeah.
care, or supervision to elderly, disabled, or medically fragile individuals for compensation.
Yeah, I think
that covers it.
Even private, I mean, that just means it's privately owned, it's not publicly ran. I mean, even if it's owned by a corporation, it's still
Right, that's
privately
a- what
owned.
I'm-
Privately owned by the corporation.
I think the language covers
I think it does too.
Well, on second reading, I think you could read it that way, Mike, and thank you for pointing out. But we're throwing the word privately owned, not-for-profit in that first line. And if it's going to apply to all, for clarification,
Well, I think
take those words out.
But I think,
Residential care, assisted living facility, adult groups,
Well, let's just reiterate that it's, anything privately owned, it's not publicly owned. So privately kind of
Yep.
disperses the whole encompassing all those things.
But that's my point. Then
Right.
what about publicly owned?
Well, I don't think we have any
Well, we don't,
publicly
we may.
owned facilities, do we?
We may.
We
may.
don't, and we won't as a state, because we wouldn't do it as a city, and the state doesn't, the state has, I think, 2
Okay.
private, publicly
Okay,
owned residential
I guess
facilities.
I'm drawing a line in my head.
Yeah.
I think of something privately owned, and I may be reading too much in, as an individual versus a corporation
Right.
versus not-for-profit and for-profit.
I think it's all encompassing. I think privately owned is all encompassing of all
I
of those.
think you did a good job
Okay.
right now.
Then-
But
then
I do have another question.
Yes,
So,
sir.
in regard to this, let's just say our senior center. This is not that's a publicly,
That's right, and it's not a residential. It's not
Right.
yeah, it's not a residential, and they don't have, they're not in,
right, I was just using an example.
the problem is, you know,
What's that?
That, like a senior center, that's something that if somebody
Yeah.
needed an assistant to fall there, that wouldn't be.
the problem is some of these residential care facilities are charging $7,500 a month for residential care, and they don't have the
Right.
staff to provide the care that's necessary to make sure our elderly stay safe.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a burden on the city.
Just as long as the citizens that live in Harahan, when the senior falls, that we still go out to the house to
Absolutely.
pick them up and don't charge the residents.
That's correct.
Correct.
Right.
I have no problem charging the businesses, but
And I'll say it, I mean, there's one on Roseland right now that's been calling daily,
well,
Yeah.
and they've been out assisting. And that's what we do. She's not paying someone for residential care, she's at her house.
right.
Yeah,
Well, that's why Harahan is a city of friendship.
that's right.
Make sure we continue to
Yeah,
take care of our residents.
It's
Okay,
not intended to cover private residences.
okay.
Thank you for the
Yep.
clarification.
Yes, sir.
So, all in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Madam Clerk?
Proposed ordinance number 2025-23. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill and seconded by Councilman, who would like that? Bricks. An ordinance to amend Chapter 14, Buildings of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan, Louisiana by adding Section 14-167 entitled Temporary Storage Containers to regulate the placement and duration of temporary storage containers on private property and to provide for definitions, restrictions, enforcement, and related matters.
Okay, anyone want to speak on proposed ordinance number 2025-23, please come to the podium. No one coming forth. We'll now close public hearing. Council discussion, Councilman Ricks?
Now, I would like to address something I've noticed in 2 residential homes, large sled dumpsters in front of homes for months at a time, not empty, full to capacity. I'm wondering if we could, adopt something about that, whether it's in this ordinance or another ordinance, to address that situation as well.
I think that would be a separate ordinance, and there may be something in place already. We just
I
gotta.
think we do.
We do?
I think we do have something in place already. So much time do you have a container in front?
Yeah, I don't know offhand. I mean, I would imagine we do, but I don't know offhand. This,
That would be if you've got a building permit and you're doing a demo.
You have so much time to.
And construction.
Yeah,
I think we can look into that, and if we don't have something, we'll follow up with another
Yeah.
ordinance. I don't think it's something we want to add to this ordinance.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to address it while we're talking about it.
so this ordinance comes at the request and after speaking with the regulatory department. I guess there's some residences who don't have construction permits and don't have, or active permits, and they just have,
Containers.
pod storage or whatever at their house, and they just leave them there, and it becomes unsightly. And so I do have one amendment to this. After talking to them on line 49, I limited it. So the intention is that you can have a storage unit with the permission, with the building permit for 1 30-day period within 12 months. I limited it that you can get 1 additional extension. However, after talking to them, they would like the opportunity to be able to extend it within their discretion as long as necessary and as long as they're actively working on the property that's there, right? So the amendment on line 49 would be to take out the word 1 and the number 1. So the new number 2 would read, the property owner or occupant may apply to the building official for additional 30-day extensions, provided there is an active building permit associated with the property.
Okay, I have a question. So we're talking about these pods, correct?
Basically, yes.
And so I guess my question would be, they have pod storage at facilities, do they not?
They do.
So, you know, I had this when I moved in my house. So one of my neighbors had a pod for, I don't remember, 6 months. I believe that, you know, I understand the need, but also, you know, it is unsightly. So I think that if you're going to have an extended period of time, maybe you should limit that extended period of time by saying, maybe you should off-site this storage container until a time, you know, if you're going to be past 90 days per se.
The only question with that is if someone's doing a smaller renovation in their house and they're living in their house and they're remodeling their kitchen, they might have kitchen stuff that they need to get in and out of daily. You know, so it's a touchy situation because also you have people who move here from out of state and they come in and they need to put the pod in their front yard for a week while they're moving in.
Right.
So I think you need to take a little consideration for stuff like that.
Well, I think
Active building permit,
No,
I think with a
the
30-day
paragraph-
approval, I think we're
Paragraph
okay.
number 1 on line 45, the 30-day period does not require an active building permit.
Right.
So anybody could put a pod on their property for 30 days without an active building permit. The provision that allows for the extension has a requirement
Is the
for an
active
active
building
building permit. But, and this is a general question, not a critique. I mean, these pods are allowed on front lawns?
Yeah, so it also places, excuse me, it also places on restriction on where you can place them. It has to be on private property. It has to be on solid, what do we call it here? Solid ground. Can't
Solid
be-
surface.
Yeah, solid surface.
That
Can't-
would be a front lawn,
No.
correct?
Solid surface, meaning
Solid
driveway.
driveway.
Concrete.
Concrete. Got to put
Which
it
I
on
think is a
pad.
little tough, because some people don't have
Asphalt?
Can't, yeah,
You allow asphalt?
I mean, I believe so, but,
Yeah, I don't think we have asphalt driveway in Harahan, but
They got maybe,
can't be on, obviously, can't be on sidewalks, can't be on drainage ways, can't obstruct sight lines
can't be
for
on public right
travel,
of way.
can't obstruct fire hydrants. What'd you say, Mr. Johnson, I'm sorry?
So I'm not.
Can't be on public right of way.
Right, yeah,
But the problem is sometimes you got, where they go across the sidewalk. That's-
right, yeah, we won't allow that.
Yeah, I agree, you shouldn't. But I see them around the city, but you
Yeah.
gotta walk around.
Yeah, the problem is we got nothing in place right now. This largely copies the parish ordinance.
It's good.
So I don't see the part in here about it can't be on the front lawn. The part about it has to be placed on asphalt, on solid.
I don't consider.
I'm not
concrete
drawing a line
solid.
on it, I'm just pointing it out, I don't see
I mean,
it.
I don't consider a front lawn solid.
First place,
I don't see the wording that it has to be on solid.
First place-
I may be overlooking it.
our ordinance says you can't park a boat, a car on front lawn on grass. Mr. Chris?
Yes, sir.
So you can't put a container on the
Well,
grass in the
you
front of a
can't-
house.
You can't unless this is clear, because
Well,
this is addressed.
we have another ordinance that says you can't put any kind of container, a boat, a Winnebago, or stuff like that in front of your house on grass. That's in the ordinances.
So, Mr. Buddy, you're right, it does not say on a solid surface.
So I don't know if you want to amend it to say that, I don't have a,
I'm not stuck on that.
I'm not stuck on it either way, I'm just pointing out I
I
didn't.
mean, I think, because some people might need to put it in their yard for.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if somebody's got a single driveway, they'll be parking on the street. I'm not stuck on
And the
that.
only other question I have is that this is a normal situation, but when we have a hurricane,
We would suspend it.
What
We
is
would,
it?
yeah,
suspend
we
it.
would suspend it. I would recommend that we suspend it.
yeah,
If we have
and
a,
we'll do that on a hurricane, I mean,
Yes.
on an emergency basis.
correct.
If we have a hurricane coming, I'd
Yeah.
ask the people to
Okay.
get it out of there.
Because that's the one thing that's not provided for here.
Okay,
Thank you.
Councilman Asbill, you want to repeat your amendment one more time, please?
Yeah, so move to amend line 49 to remove the word one and the number one and change the word extension to extensions.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to amend proposed ordinance for 2025-23 as read into record, second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor on the amendment?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Now we have a motion by Councilman Asbill, second by Councilman Chatelain to approve ordinance 2025-23 as amended.
No, I'm not finished talking.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we gotta discuss, you saying somebody can park a container in front of a house in the grass. Now, I have no problem, somebody's got a driveway, and I've seen them around the city, that half the container is on the grass and half of it's on the sidewalk, I mean, in the driveway on concrete. But I'm not in favor of having somebody park a container across their front lawn. We have ordinances, you can't do that. You can't park. See, this ordinance is, you got an ordinance saying you can't park stuff on grass in front of your house. You can't park a boat in front of your house in the grass. You can't park your car legally
So
in
if I
front of your
have,
house
if I have a building permit, can I put my trash container in my front yard?
in the grass. If you have a building permit, no, I don't think
I'm not
you can.
considering this as the
I
same
don't
as
think you
a-
can.
a-
I don't think you can't put a container in front, on the grass. I don't think you can. I'd have to check that, Chris, on a container. If he's got a dumpster, he's got to put that on solid ground in the driveway. Is that right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not trying to put Chris in any spot here.
To my understanding, it has to be on, with an active building permit, and it is like this in Jefferson and New Orleans, when you have work being done, whether it's a new house or renovation, the clearest thing is to say the dumpster has to be off the public right-of-way.
Right.
But you're not always, you forced with field conditions to put it,
Sometimes you may have to
put it on grass, you don't have a choice. And it's either that or have it in the street where somebody could crash into it with a bike or whatever. So the issue at hand is we don't have anything clearly on our ordinance about these pods. And we had some, and I don't know how, they're very expensive, how people have them for a year, just paying rent on them, that's not our concern, but to a point where we have some that are faded out. The word pod is faded out on them, they've been sitting in front of people's houses so long. But the other issue is, when it sits there too long, it also eliminates, tantamount to eliminating their off-street parking. So they have to park in the street because the driveway has a pod in it for some unreasonably extended period of time. This is the first attempt since I've been here to try to address it, and as well as, citizen complaints about these pods. We just simply didn't have it. Everything we had was for boats or trailers or motor vehicles or dumpsters, but nothing specific to these mobile storage containers that, with household goods in them on indefinite amount of
I
time.
really haven't seen any pods across somebody's grass in front of their house in the city. I've seen them in the driveway, on the grass I've seen them next to the side, next to the driveway, but I haven't seen them across the front of somebody's house.
Yeah, because normally they're only 20 foot long, so
Yeah.
they are next to the driveway, but they're in the grass.
But I'm saying, you're saying put them in front of somebody's house.
I'm talking about just
looking
in
at
the
somebody
grass, I'm
putting
saying it don't have to
somebody
be on
across.
concrete.
Well, no, as long as it's like next to the driveway. I mean, I don't want to see somebody park a container across the front of their yard, in front of their house. That ruins your neighborhood.
Yeah, it really
You know, it's
The
like
other thing
people
is
parking boats in front of your house. Go live in Lafitte.
Yeah.
Or go live in Grand Isle if you want to park a boat in front of your house.
The other thing is,
You know?
this gives the building official a lot of discretion. So if he doesn't like where it is for too long, he can tell them to move it, or they're not getting an extension, things like that. So, I think it gives him the discretion to be able to have it.
I appreciate you doing this. We need it. So I'm gonna vote
Yeah.
for it. I
Well-
just want like park in front of the house.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
and I didn't mean like across the whole front, I'm just saying it could be on the grass.
What is the maximum length of time where,
Discretion
At
of
the
the
discretion of the building
building
official.
official.
Well, and an active building permit.
With an active building permit,
he gets
And our
discretion.
permits are what, 6 months
Oh.
generally? Or-
Generally, they're 6 months as long as it's not a suspension of work.
Yeah.
So some projects take a year or two,
Yeah.
depends on how grandiose the property is.
Okay, so we're going to call for the vote. All in favor as amended?
Yeah.
Five yeas. Did you say yea? Yeah, 5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk, 2025-24.
Proposed ordinance number 2025-24. The following ordinance was proposed by Councilman Asbill and seconded by Councilman, who would like that one?
For this one.
Okay, we'll open the public hearing.
Wait,
Anyone
I need a
speak on
second.
proposed
I
ordinance
didn't
number
finish.
2024?
I need a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Slow down there, Shane.
Second by Chatterley. Councilman Ricks? Okay.
Yeah.
An ordinance amending section 46-2 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Harahan relating to garage, rummage, yard, craft, and boutique sales and providing for permit fees and related matters.
Okay, anyone want to speak on proposed resolutions 2025-24? Please come to the podium. No one coming forth, we'll close public hearing. Council discussion.
Council, this is an ordinance to update our fees and permits around certain types of sale within the city. These are temporary type sales, garage sales, rummage sales, yard sales, things like that. Doesn't affect any retail business in the community. It redefines some things. It goes up on the fees a little bit. Something that was requested at the request of the administration and his staff regarding how we charge fees and whatnot. So,
Thank you, Councilman. Okay, we're going to call for the vote.
I have a question, and it's a minor question. I just want to try to get an understanding. On line 136, we talk about penalties for violations, and I'm just curious, how might the city collect that penalty? This is not something you could put a lien on the property on? Would it be a purely civil matter?
it would, yeah, it'd be a regulatory court matter.
Yeah, and now we had some provisions and some other wording where you could deny future permits. We don't deny that here. I don't know that this is a big enough issue to worry about
Probably not.
at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so all in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk?
Okay, we have no ordinances for introduction, no old business, new business number 1, monthly financials.
Okay.
Yeah. We got the budget versus actual report for December in our packet. I'm happy with it. Looks like we were pretty in line with our budget last year.
Madam Clerk, new business number 2.
New business number 2, nominations for the employee representative for the Harahan Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board were open from July 1st, 2025 to July 15th, 2025. There were no new nominations. Kevin Durr retained his position of representative by acclamation. Please place this item on the council agenda for approval. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Move to approve.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilman Asbill to approve Kevin Durr as the member of the Civil Service Board for the Fire Department. We have a second by Council Chatelain. We'll open for public hearing. No one coming forth. We'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Yeah.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Madam Clerk.
New business number 3, notice is hereby given that at its meeting to be held on Thursday, February 26th, 2026 at 6:30 PM at its regular meeting place, the council meeting chambers, 6437 Jefferson Highway, Harahan, Louisiana. The City Council of the City of Harahan, State of Louisiana plans to consider adopting a resolution ordering and calling an election to be held in the City of Harahan, State of Louisiana, to authorize the levy of an ad valorem tax therein.
Okay, anyone want to speak on new business number 3, please come to the podium. No one coming forth. We'll close public hearing. Council discussion?
Council discussion, real quick, just so everybody is aware, that is regarding the police millage. And we don't have to vote on this, it's just
Renewal,
notice.
Renewal. And your modification,
Renewal or
And no
modification.
modification, okay.
but it's the police millage.
Correct.
Okay, all in favor?
Yeah.
We don't have to.
Yeas, 0 nays. We're going to vote on it anyway. Got that. Councilman
Okay.
Johnson, like to vote on it.
What on what?
New business.
Abstain.
No, I want to vote on budgets.
Okay.
New
Paying
business.
bills, not on that, new business.
New business number 4, the St. Rita School Home and School Association would like to host a sip and stroll event in Imperial Woods on Saturday, April 18th. This event will be for St. Rita school parents. It will take place from 7 to 10 p.m. It will take place at 3 houses in Imperial Woods. The group would start at 7413 Stoneley Drive and walk to 7500 Ashbourne Drive and end at 75 Donnellan Drive. We are aware that we will likely need a police detail to stay with the group for the time of the event. Please let us know if there is anything else we need to do in order to get this approved. Sincerely, the SRS Home and School Association.
Okay, we'll open for public hearing. Anyone to speak on new business number 4? No one coming forth. We'll close new business number 4. Council discussion.
I'm just curious, do y'all know what the event is, a sip and stroll event?
They're gonna hang out at one house, then walk to another house, and then walk to another house.
Sounds like something typically New Orleans.
Sound like something we do.
Yeah.
I don't think they need a police detail. I don't think we need to approve it, but we can.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't want
I
it.
spoke to the police chief, he said he's not considering they need a police detail either.
Councilman,
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why we would need a detail for
They
that.
were just, wanted to be open about what they were doing.
Appreciate it.
okay, can we approve it? We have a motion by Councilman Chatelain, second by Councilman Asbell. All in favor?
Yeah.
5
Yay.
yeas, 0 nays.
Address the council.
All right, anyone like to address the council, please state your name and address at the podium.
Will do.
Rhonda Bagby. I'm going to give you all a minute to read this, and then I'm going to start my little spiel.
All right, Ms. Rhonda. We ready?
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you, anybody tell me if this ordinance was ever amended and rescinded?
When did you print this?
Just the other night.
It was not amended since yet.
No.
It hasn't been amended, no.
Okay, so, as most of y'all know, I am a medical social worker. I had a patient several years ago who was a combat veteran. I was at his house. Some senseless idiot started shooting off fireworks. This gentleman was suffering from PTSD. He ran, got his helmet, put it on, came, grabbed me by the arm, and pulled me in the other room and said, "We're being attacked, we're being attacked." It took me 2.5 hours to calm that gentleman down. This is not right. People are losing all kind of property because that law is not enforced. What is it going to take to get that law enforced? Please advise.
If you call and make a complaint, the officers will come out, you can sign a document wishing to pursue those charges, and we'll be happy to investigate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Spike Kiddock, Harahan Senior Center. We all doing good over there, everything's going great. If anybody wants to donate, we take donations. And don't have too long. And I don't know, man, did you ever come up with something on the awning and that lean-to? I know you sent a structural engineer out there, but it's getting weaker and weaker.
No, I'll follow up on it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I'll follow up on it for sure.
And if any contractors out there want to bid on the bathrooms, we're having a hard time getting people to come do it, because it's not hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
So
if
y'all
you,
know anybody?
if you can just send us what you have, the
Okay.
two bids that you have, we don't need 3 bids.
Okay.
We just send the 2 bids because we gotta get that
I'll
money
it tomorrow.
started.
Well,
Yeah.
I got 2 for the bathroom floor, I got 2 for the plumbing, from,
But do we
different.
need it all in one, through a general, or when we get proposed?
No, we can put it, we can.
Spike, what don't you have a bid on?
Actually, like, I only have 1 overall to do
I
everything,
got
but they kind of use the plumbers in Harahan.
Right.
So it's like, what I did is I said, okay, look, we'll give you $1,000 for fixtures, because.
Right.
We gave an allowance.
Like that, and the same thing, we want the best toilets, we can put in handicap for the seniors, and, we want, remote control, urinals and, toilets, they flush themselves.
Yeah.
Basically, I forget what they call them. but anyway, two people have kind of told us,
Touchless.
I wrote all kind of notes. We actually have a bid procedure, but I was trying to get prices first and then come to y'all about putting it in a paper. If we have to do that, I don't know.
No, we don't have to do any of that.
You don't have to do it? Okay, well, I'll get it to y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're doing fine. Again, I'd like to invite everybody to Free Food Fund Friday, next Friday, 1 o'clock. Y'all all invited. We got a lot of new people coming there. Today, we served 32 people lunch. We serve lunch every day. And I think that's about it. The only other thing, I know y'all put something in the budget for senior activity and whatever. How do we go about to get that? I mean, is it something we have to pay for first and they give you a receipt?
That'd be the best way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
think,
we got no
yeah, we
problem
can
with
come
that.
up with a procedure for that. We don't have anything
I was
right
about
now
to say, I don't
for
think we have anything set in stone.
Yeah, but we
Okay, well,
can
I mean,
come up with
if that's fine with y'all, we'll do it that way.
Just go
And the
get
next thing
go get
is-
your stuff for coffee in the morning, get your water. When you have your once a month birthday for your seniors, buy the cake and everything, whatever you do. But now you can do it every month instead of once every 3 months. Put the receipt, buy everything, put the receipts together, bring it to the mayor,
Yeah.
and then he'll write the check out to the organization.
Yeah, we have no
Exactly.
problem doing that.
Exactly. It's just,
all you do.
it just works well because we have the receipts at that point, you know?
Right,
it just works
well,
out.
I got no problem with that
Well,
at
thank
all.
you. All right, got it.
And, any questions?
No question.
Next Friday, what time is it, the event?
1.
1 o'clock.
Thank you.
Well, you know I'll call y'all anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Madam Clerk, Secretary's report?
Just real quick, if you don't mind, I was able to go over to, and with the chief and Councilman Johnson was there, to the Christmas party they had over the senior center. It was a nice event, had a lot of seniors there. They did a good job on it, decorated it real nice. It was good.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk?
Secretary's report for December 2025, total revenues $1,085,427.24. Reports?
Harahan still safe city in the state. I don't have the stats. The young lady that does those for me has been out for the last week and a half. She's been sick, so she came back yesterday morning. So we'll get them posted online soon.
Thank you, sir.
Chief, while you up, I was going to give my report, I'm going to ask you now. We were discussing earlier about the vehicles being parked in front of houses and parking Winnebagos and people. The police department is the one that tags those vehicles, right? You got on public right away?
They're parked on the
other side of the sidewalk. The police department, but anything on the sidewalk to the house, that's regulatory, correct? So you police, okay, just want to make sure.
We've always worked with the city. If they go out and they need us to go out with them, we're going to go out with them.
Okay.
Hey, Chief, while you're up, I have a question. I got a call from a citizen who had a noise complaint or was considering making a noise complaint. He asked me who to make the complaint to.
Just call,
And I thought it would be the
Yeah.
police department. Thank you.
Yeah, just call 911.
That's what I suggested.
Is it a regular noise complaint or it's just something occasional?
It's not, I mean, it's not a daily event,
I
but
mean,
it's
is it a business or something that's creating too much
an
noise?
individual.
Individual, okay.
Yeah. I got,
Thank you.
Chief, I got a question for you too, about the jail. Where are we at with that?
Just wait for the plumber to put the toilet in.
Okay.
Went over that
I
yesterday.
gotta give the city maintenance, that gentleman's name, but he welcomed those beds, and, I mean, he did a heck of a job.
So we're getting
He saved
close.
a lot of money by building those himself.
Yeah. So we're getting close then.
We're getting close. Like I say, if you have an attachment, you better go pay your bill first.
Yeah.
If not, you come to the Harahan
It's a
Hill.
new jail
The
cell.
plumber was there Thursday, and the toilet took up a little different, so I think he had to get a part or something, and it's not something that's sitting on a shelf, so.
Yeah, yeah.
I know he's in the works on trying to get
I
the
was just
toilets.
curious. I know
It's
there's
very
transports.
expensive to go buy new ones to fit into that accommodation.
I know traffic court was packed the other night.
It was.
Word's getting out.
Yep, getting out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
Councilman Asbill?
No report. Happy Mardi Gras.
Councilman Buddy? No report. Councilman Chatelain?
No report, guys.
Councilman Johnson?
I just want to congratulate the senior center. I mean, guys, Richard, you guys do a great job. I was at the Christmas party, and y'all had that place look great. It was decorated up, and y'all had stuff on the table. The seniors loved it. They enjoyed it. I went over to the senior center today. You had over 30 seniors there eating lunch. You guys do a good job. I just want to thank you and Sandy and the group, all you volunteers for all the hard work y'all do over there. Because I know you guys got to be tired. I mean, you got a full-time job. You work over there, you know, doing your work. You go out after that, and you go do your job on your own. I mean, you give a lot, and I want to thank you and all your workers for what y'all do. Mayor, speaking of the senior center, I have two things here. I want to hand you. We can discuss this. I don't want to discuss it at the meeting. I just want to give this to you. It's Centot. They have not paid Centot yet. I mean, that's 3 months, 4 months. The bill has not been paid. I've asked you about the bill numerous times.
All right.
They haven't paid.
Carry, and we'll get, and I'll have them.
And they got something from, look at this right here. At the top. That was from last year. That was before, they took everything out March 1st.
Okay, we'll take
So I want you,
Sheree will get on the top of it
all
right
right,
now.
thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And everybody have a happy Mardi Gras.
Councilman Riggs?
No report, happy Mardi Gras. Thank you for coming tonight.
Happy Mardi Gras to everybody, and just one more time, if you see this cat, please call myself or Ashley. Again, she's really distraught. She really loved to have her animal back, so if you guys see it, again, my phone number is 504-343-7762, and Ashley's posted, name is on all over the city. Happy Mardi Gras, and thank you very much, Madam Clerk.
Pay bills. Bills paid in December 2025. Total expenditures, $511,600.72.
We have a motion by Councilman Asbill to adjourn. We have a second by Councilman Chatelain. All in favor?
Yeah.
We are adjourned.